Good morning, San Antonio and the surrounding areas. You know who you are. Just in case you forgot, that's right. We are huge in Japan, London, Petite. That's right. We are huge in all these spots. Everywhere else, maybe, maybe not. As you can tell, guys, it is Monday. We're me Familia at the rim, as we normally are. And I normally have my co-host with me, but she's not here. I don't know if she's coming in today, if she called in. I'm gonna get my producer on it. Maybe she can see if she's on her way in. Maybe she's still trying to make her way. Construction's been a little bit of a hassle over here, so we're gonna see what happens with my good friend Margaret, because it's Margaret Sandoval Monday. Last I heard, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Last I heard, it was Margaret Sandoval Monday. So hopefully she's on her way. So we'll wait it out, see, and hopefully she's safe. So that's all that matters to us. Guys, man, hope y'all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I had a great weekend. And matter of fact, we got a new mayor in San Antonio, and want to wish Gina Ortiz Jones congratulations. She did a great campaign, and again, I want to congratulate Rolando Pablos as well. I mean, he did a fantastic job, I thought, and going out there into the masses. And and again, for those of you that we had Gina Ortiz Jones on our show, and we did reach out to Rolando Pablo's team, but for some reason we never got a response. There she is! Look at that! There she is! Hey, she's right here.
It was one of those days,
I was wondering if you were coming in or not.
I know. I text you.
Oh, I can't see, girl. I can't see.
Oh, well,
I text her.
I text the group. I was like 10 minutes late.
Oh, okay.
I had to dye my hair this morning.
You had to dye your hair?
I had to dye my hair this morning, and I had to go to the gym and all that stuff.
I'm here.
Hello. What did I miss?
Well, I just was congratulating Gina Ortiz Jones on
Very
your
good.
mayor.
Congratulations.
Yes, and again, I want to reach out and let everyone know that we did invite Rolando Pablo's team to come on, but again, I don't know if he got busy or again,
I
their
think that's
schedule
what lost in
was
the race.
That's what it was. It could honestly be.
Our viewers didn't get to hear his side.
We had Rolando
for the second time.
He
did.
We had him
he
the
did
first.
Come the first time.
He was the first one to come on, and then we had it was interesting. I said this a while back. I said Rolando's came on, and I really like what he had to say, and then all of a sudden we had Hearing, and we had him, and I go, oh man, I really like what he had to say. And then we had what was the other guy?
It just kept getting better.
It just kept getting better. And
yeah, we had the
doctor, and Andrea, and we had all these other folks, and
we had Beto on.
Yes,
Mariano. I like.
And I really liked him too, and I was like, man, this is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing about Gina is that, everybody was really on the political side, but for some reason with her it was like an old friend kind of like she just came on and was like, hey Cleto, kind of like known her for a while
like that
yeah just like that and it kind of made the interview a little bit more, it was comfortable, it was relaxing, but
that makes her relatable.
Yeah,
right?
It was relatable, and again,
approachable.
I have a lot of my friends that are part of the LGBTQ community, and they're like really, on fire for her, and they're backing her up and saying, that they have, they're excited. And again, it's like she's for, again, the one thing that she did say was, I'm for all the people, not just this community, not just that community, everybody in San Antonio. And to me, that really, I was like, wow, okay, that resonated. I liked what I said. I liked it too. So, I mean, congratulations to her and her
congratulations.
She did a great job.
Yes,
and, I was just about to get into my weekend. Now you're here. Now, did I see you were at LOL? Was that last night?
No, it was a Friday night.
Okay, what did you do? Who was there?
It was,
because I was like,
Michael Zay.
Yeah,
he was from ETV or something.
Can I buy a vowel? I mean, what? From where?
No, he was from ETV.
ETV.
He was Michael Zoe.
Michael Zoe. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Was he funny?
Yeah, he was funny.
Okay, cool.
Not as funny as you, of course.
Well,
no, but he was funny. You know how they have like all the different people come up beforehand. He was good. It was good.
I'm doing these reels now, I'm doing these reels, and I did one yesterday of my sister, And
I saw that.
Did you see that?
But I couldn't hear it because I was in a spa yesterday, so I couldn't hear it.
Oh, a spa.
Yeah,
nice.
I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, very nice. My sister, I'm telling her a story, right? And she yawns. She yawns in the middle of my story.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did. I go, yes, I'm getting ready for my show, right? And I'm doing this thing. And she goes,
that's when you do it.
And I go, and I'm like, am I boring you with this conversation? And she has this fantastic laugh, the contagious laugh. And she's just like, no. I go, am I boring you with my comedy career? Just put you to sleep. And then I'm doing one today, and y'all gonna really have to see this one because my brother is a peach as well. Because Anthony, yes, and he says, he goes, bro. Oh yeah, okay. You got to see it tonight at 5:00 is when I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
So
yeah,
tonight,
you can't sneak peek.
Yeah, I can't sneak peek that.
You're like, stay tuned for.
You gotta stay tuned for this reel.
The next reel.
That's right.
For reals. Tune in tonight.
For reals. We're gonna have. We want to start a new segment called For Reals, and it's like I want Margaret. I want you. If you could do some reels, Vanessa do some reels. If we get Vanessa here, whenever, it's like.
Yeah, this week she's tough. She's starting her new job. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Vanessa.
Yeah, she is the new home sales consultant for Perry Homes.
That's right. Which
is an upgraded position, in my opinion, because the builders, it's a great builder.
Yeah.
Great reputation.
Perry Homes is like, is it like D.R. Horton or?
It's a higher price segment.
Higher, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice.
It's amazing. Nice. I was telling Vanessa that I know this has a lot to do with you guys, but I have people on my Facebook, like it says, you may know.
Okay, yes.
They're all real estate agents. They're all brokers.
Yeah.
And they're all like, I'm like, I can't even like these people. They're like all good looking. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not staying away from that. No, I don't need that. Get away from me, Satan. That's the way it is. So, but I know it's from all y'all because y'all,
true.
You may know friends, all these friends, and I'm like, wow. Yeah. So you went to the comedy club on Friday.
Yes, and then Saturday. What did I do on Saturday? Oh, it escapes me. But Sunday, a group of girls from my book club, we went to the La Cantera Resort. So apparently, I did not know this, and I'm afraid to share.
Is it just women?
Yeah, it was just women.
There's no men in this one.
No, there's men that are there, but in our group, there were women only.
Book club. There we are.
Oh no! Oh yeah, there's a male.
Did you hear that? You're like, oh no.
No.
First immediate.
No, Angel, that's not what I meant. What I meant.
Oh no.
No.
Angel.
Why did I say that? No, Angel. No, I thought you meant. I was saying yes. There is a male in the book club. There weren't any males in our group at the spa. I didn't know. We were all lost in confusion. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. But so ladies and gentlemen, if you book a manicure or a pedicure at La Cantera, you can utilize their spa all day long. So I was paying like, $65 or so, $50, $60, whatever, for a pedicure.
$50 for a pedicure?
Yes, that's the going rate these days. And then, but if you pay like $100 at the resort, you can stay in the spa all day and have access to the saunas and the salt water, and it was amazing. So it was well worth it.
That was yesterday?
Doing it again. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was my.
How many ladies in were?
There were 5 of us.
5, yeah.
Yeah, it was 5 of us. Yeah.
What book did we get? Curious George Goes to the Spa.
That would be a good one. We're actually reading The Stand right now by Stephen King. That's our book.
Oh, speaking of Stephen King, he's got a new movie coming out, The Life of Chuck. And I was seeing the previews yesterday, and we got to get our movie guru. We got to talk to him about that one because it doesn't look like a typical Stephen King movie. It does not.
The Long Road.
No.
Chuck is the one with Loki.
No, this is Life for Chuck. and it's by Stephen King, and it's like it's really weird. It's like it doesn't look like it's scary or anything. It's like, but it does, huh? Yeah, Shawshank
True.
wasn't either.
True.
I didn't know that was Stephen King.
I didn't either.
I didn't know that was Stephen King. Wow.
He has a very good range.
He does.
Yeah.
I have to give it to him. He impressed me with this movie here. Just the trailer I was saying, I'm like, wow, this is not a typical Stephen King movie that I expected. But now that he mentioned Shawshank, then that's really taking him to another stratosphere because that was a well done movie.
Yeah. And so,
oh really?
what was?
Stand By Me.
I thought Stephen King did nothing but
yes.
scary movies. Wow.
So the book that I'm reading, it's very like COVID-esque.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's about
one?
it's called The Stand.
The Stand. Okay.
There's some kind of mini series that they made, or I haven't watched it, but it has very much like COVID memories going through that, reading that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last thing I want is COVID memories.
I know.
That's the last thing I want.
Oh, true. Yeah, true.
Well, I tell you, Friday for me was pretty interesting because Friday my daughter had a wedding to go to, and it was on a Friday night. It was at the beach, so she didn't want to drive all the way out there by herself. We drove with her, and 4.5 hours. We drove out to South Padre. And
Did you get to the water?
We did get to the water, and speaking of, we got there and we had a great time, and then we just got back in the car and came back home. So
nice.
we did not stay in because we had to come back because my dad was coming home the next day, and we had to get the room.
Oh, how fun!
So my dad's back home. Dad's back home.
Yes.
We're very excited to have him back home.
Did you guys do a big celebration for him?
We didn't. Well,
make his favorite foods, have his
my
Coca-Cola.
wife, yeah. We had my sister brought a Coke, and my wife made him his favorite chalupas.
That's wonderful. Speaking of Coke, I have a funny story.
Okay.
So we went to the comedy show, right? And Vanessa's there. So it was Vanessa, a friend of hers, and then me and April.
Okay.
And I got there first. So I sat down and I was like going over the menu, and I was like, gosh, I just want a soda. Like I want a Coke. I just want a Coke. I just want a soda. And I was like, damn, but Vanessa's not going to like that. So sure enough, I ordered a soda, right? I'm like, screw it. I'm going to get the soda. I got a taco. I got tacos and a soda, which I never do. I never, ever do. But sure enough, I have my soda, and Vanessa shows up, right? And she's like, is that Coke? And I was like, it's actually Coke and rum and Coke. She's like, oh, okay.
That sounds about right. You know what?
So if you're watching Vanessa, I was lying. It was only Coke. It didn't have alcohol in it.
That sounds about right. It's like, oh my god, the peer pressure from Vanessa. I tell you, she come in. You should see her. She joined me at church. She's like, is that wine? It better be wine.
She's like, we're at church.
It's not grape juice. It's not grape juice. I promise. It's wine.
Yeah. Okay. So Saturday we actually went to Leandra's daughter graduated from high school.
Oh,
she's getting ready to take off to Texas State University next year, following my little daughters. And so we had her graduation party in the evening. So all the girls were there for that. It was.
And I got to give it. How many? 10? I got to give a shout out to. Okay, 5. I gotta give a shout out to my cousin Eduardo Gonzalez. He graduated from nursing school, babe? Yeah, nursing school. I gotta give a shout out to him because he did a fantastic
What's
job.
What's his name?
Eduardo.
Congratulations.
We know him as Butter because he's something about it.
He's smooth like butter.
No, they couldn't say brother, so he said Butter. No, nothing like that. Let's do roll call.
Okay, let's do roll call. Okay, sorry guys, I got here late, so if I don't have any comments or you added a comment and it's not being said, I'm so sorry.
You're my baby girl.
It's because I'm late. I was late, so I logged on a little late. Lydia says, "Gente, Lydia, I saw you at the protest. Woo woo." Leo Garza says, 50-cent fine for Margaret being late.
That's right. It's like Ike Turner. We're like
better late than never. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was one of those days. And then I get in my car and I have no gas. And so I was like, honey, I need to borrow your car. So he's like, okay, fine, but I don't have that much gas either. And I was like, okay. Sure enough,
Yeah,
He has less gas than me.
Oh, you did?
So I had to get back in my car. I was like, I'd rather put gas in my car than your car. Okay, Rocky Lopez says morning. Good morning, Rocky.
Morning, Rocky.
Andy Sanchez says hi. Hi.
Andy Sanchez. How you doing, Andy?
Lydia says, I pray you're feeling better. Who was feeling better? Who wasn't feeling well? Maybe your dad?
Oh, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe it was in the comments. Sorry. Sorry, Darlene Searlos says, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Darlene.
Andy Sanchez says morning. Ana Sandoval, my sister, says good morning, San Antonio.
Good morning, Marty.
Happy Monday. Emma Hernandez says happy morning, guys. Good morning. And then my sister says Stephen King did The Running Man too, and Shawshank was a short story. Not sure if Angel Hernandez mentioned it.
You know. Yes.
Wow.
You know,
Okay,
your
hear that?
sister is very funny.
Oh, Michael Flores says, I watched The Stand back in 1991. Yeah, I heard there's an original movie. He says, I rented it from Hollywood Video.
How funny.
I love Hollywood.
I love that.
That was an experience, wasn't it?
That was.
I kinda
Blockbuster
miss
Video,
that.
Hollywood Video. You know, I remember when I started dating Lynette and I would go visit her house. That was one of our things we did we'd go get a video at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, and we'd either watch a movie with the kids, the boys, or we watch it. You know, we get one for the kids, watch that early.
Yes,
they go to sleep,
yep.
and then we got one for
And then,
us.
you know, Redbox, we turned
Yeah, Redbox.
Redbox. Remember that?
I
But do you remember when Redbox, or was it Netflix, that used to mail you?
Netflix.
And you had to wait for the
Yeah.
next release or whatever to come out? Oh, wow. The times we have changed. And I think that before, when you would go to physically pick it up or wait for it in your mailbox, you were more prone to watching the entire movie than now. Because I'll 5 minutes. Let's give it 5-10 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we're moving on.
Yes.
So, you know, for you movie producers, you got to get in there quick.
Gotta get in there.
5 minutes.
I'll
do 5-10 minutes.
Right
and if you don't grab me, I'm out.
Yep. That's exactly. See, that's where we are we have this game we play when we get together, like with Roman and his wife and my wife, and we have it's called Name That Tune kind of thing. I remember I told you we play music. Okay, do you know that we did the other day? We were like, "What's this song? Who sings this?" You know,
I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Yeah, so yeah, sorry.
But I've heard of these games.
Yeah, so these games, it's trivia games, right? So I'm like, here it is. It's like, name that song. But I'll play a song, and they're like, oh, I love that song. And I go, you got it? All right, let's go to the next one. They're like, I like that song. I'm like, yeah, I know. I heard you.
You're like, but I don't like it.
I don't have that kind of time. Let's go. Let's keep going.
They're like, play more.
Yeah, play more of that song. I like that Guns N' Roses song. Yeah, I was like, okay, we'll play it again later. That's coming back around.
Yes, very good.
Anywho, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We have a special guest. We want to go ahead and talk. Speaking of comedy, we're going to talk a little comedy here with a dear friend of mine. And again, you do not want to go anywhere, so we'll stay right where you're at.
Stay tuned.
Okay? We have a movie guru a little later, too.
Oh, double guess. I love it.
Yeah.
Feeling a little lost? That's okay. At Alamo Tees, our friendly team's here to guide you from the start. This is where the magic happens, with our high-tech embroidery machines and one confused man wondering what button not to push. From polos to hats, we do it all. We run out of a 35,000 square foot facility right here in San Antonio with automatic screen printing machines built to handle large orders fast. Our crew prints, cures, and quality checks every shirt by hand. He jumped in to help, but I think mostly it was to feel included. And it's not just apparel. We've got thousands of promotional items, from cups, gloves, and even a WWE-style belt. We're thinking of giving one to Cleto for undefeated punchlines.
Do you have this in a small?
At Alamo Tees, we're local, experienced, and a little goofy, but serious about your brand. Let's create something worth wearing. Alamo Tees, custom apparel, real people, big results.
It's that time of year again. Time to review, enroll, and ask questions about your health insurance. Ahia is here to help you navigate all your options stress-free.
Look, I'm no insurance expert,
But I do know one thing. If you're calling your cousin Chewy for insurance advice, you're doing it all wrong.
He is dedicated to serving San Antonio with personalized care. Contact them. Local service, real people, trusted expertise.
It's about family.
All
And
right.
we're back.
We're back.
Okay.
Back in action.
We are ready for our first guest.
That's right. We have a very, very funny, hilarious guest. She's actually going to be performing right here on this stage in July. You don't want to miss her. She's one of my favorite comedians from right here in San Antonio. And she is on summer break.
Woo!
Please welcome Rose Daniel.
Yay,
Rose, how are you?
Oh,
I should say now the new and improved blonde.
No.
Is it not? No?
You don't know what a child told me. A student told me this at school. Niece, you blonded your hair. Blonded. So if you want to get
Blonded your hair.
go to the salon and say you want it blonded.
It looks nice.
It actually
Thank
looks
you.
really
It's
pretty.
covering up my gray hair.
They did a good
It
job.
is,
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Go wait. You have to go to Amy Melgard at Modish Salon.
Oh, nice. Little shout out.
Northwest Military. She's fabulous.
I
She's
go.
really-
That's my salon.
really
Yes.
Well,
My girl is Sandra, though.
oh.
But she only does cut.
Oh.
She does me and Vanessa's hair.
Ah, very nice.
At
If you
Modish.
want it blonded,
Yeah. If you want it blonded, you can
go
see her
to
girl.
Amy.
Amy.
Okay.
Yes.
Go to Amy.
Awesome.
So, Rose, you
Yes.
have been doing your gigs at Bamboo. You had a great, successful show last weekend?
Last weekend.
Nice.
Last Thursday.
And then you are actually also doing, she did something, we actually helped her on a little project that she had going on. It was her own podcast, if you will, right?
Well,
What is
I'm
it?
going to have my own channel.
Channel, that's right.
It's going to be called Spotlight Comedy Network. And there's a bug flying around me.
I saw that.
So if I cross my eyes,
Word.
it's because
It's a little gnat.
It's a gnat. It's a
I
little
can't even
gnat.
see it. I'm like,
He'll go your way. It's Spotlight Comedy Network. So we're starting to build our other shows that we're going to have.
Network.
So we did our network, our programming.
Mhm.
So which you will be included on.
That's what I was just going to ask. You will have to have a
Absolutely.
guest appearance.
So-
No, I mean, we can do full out.
yeah,
stuff.
we're gonna talk. We're talking about getting and putting this show on their network as well as some of our
Absolutely.
stand-up shows
how
that we do
wonderful.
here. Record the shows that we do here once a month to put on that channel as well.
Mhm.
And we're very excited for that opportunity. And we're gonna kind of finalize some stuff and kind of see how we can make it all happen. And the one thing is that she's on this one show that she did. It was comedy. What was it called? The Spotlight
one?
Comedy, or what is
Which
it? The one we did. The
Comedy
360.
360.
Comedy
It was
360.
a 360 camera that rotated.
It was really cool.
And Cleto was standing up because he thought it was a body scan.
I
He
did.
thought he was
I thought
getting
it
an
was-
MRI.
I thought it was
Or,
gonna check out some lungs.
Yeah, so
And
we
no.
could give him a diagnosis.
That's
at the
right.
end of the
I want a second
program.
opinion.
And apparently it only got his funny bones.
That's right, yeah.
There you go.
So it was really cool. She
It was
had
really neat.
two guys on this side, and her in the middle. And the camera was showing all of us at the same time. It was really neat looking camera. And I never seen anything like that. And it was so cool. So you caught everything. You caught everything that came out of everybody's mouth. And it was just really
Wow.
cool because, and the concept was really cool because it could be called green room comedy if you want, because
Right.
it's everything you talk about in the green room. And it's with comics.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
concept.
That's where the idea came from. We did the show at
Yeah,
Woodlawn
At
Comedy.
Woodlawn Comedy.
And I will tell you, comedians don't sit back there and they're riffing off each other,
Yeah.
talking about old
Mhm.
stories,
Getting
just
high.
getting
you know.
high on life.
Yeah, high on life.
This
That's right.
is a family show.
That's right, yeah.
Familia.
Snorting the blow,
But
Yeah.
we're just
Not this,
it's a-
but not this show. This show was my show, so no.
But,
no.
but there's a lot of drugs that go on, like Rebelsis and little Ozempic, shooting up Ozempic in the corner.
Yeah, little Manjaro.
Little Manjaro. You got
What's
some
your poison?
Manjaro.
What's your poison, little Manjaro?
So, we don't, how when you get to a certain age, you ask about well, what's your
I was like, Rose,
Credit
stop,
score.
stop.
It's like, what is your A1C
What's your blood
number?
pressure?
Yeah, exactly. What-
Yeah, yeah.
Should you be having that salt?
That's right.
We're back there talking about ailments.
So how much did you sleep last night?
Well, it's funny because
So-
Rose is talking about her CPAP, and it's a little dirty. And but Danny was talking about his CPAP.
Oh, Danny's got, yeah.
Danny has a CPAP. I mean, it was really funny because Roman was talking about
Roman things.
traveling,
'Cause he travels
and
a
he
lot.
travels, and he was telling us stories about him. And then Danny was talking about his CPAP being dirty, and I was talking about not. And they're like, "Cleto, we're over here." Okay, sorry. And
We had to guide him.
yeah,
At one point, we all left the room, but he was
yeah, I was still
still talking.
talking. I thought that was rude
Like,
myself.
Let the-
I thought that was rude. They're like, and then
Nobody tapped you?
nobody tapped me. They're like, I'm like, and then I'm walking out, and Roman goes, "Man, did we find the darkest theater to leave Cleto
It was
alone?"
really
Yeah.
very dark.
Yeah.
That was very dark.
But what was cool is that show, Cleto goes on stage and he's kind of wandering,
Oh yeah,
and then Roman goes out and like guides him and goes, "Okay, here's
here's the
show."
What
microphone.
a nice
Here's the
guy.
Yeah.
What a
And,
friend.
but it was great because I had to light him and I had to go down at the bottom and
Yeah.
I had that. He goes, "Are you lighting me?" I was like, "Yes." So
And it's like, go to the light,
go to the
Carolyn.
light,
Very
go to the
Go to the
light.
light.
But we hope to capture some of those things on this
It's a
channel.
great premise.
Yeah.
It's a great
I
premise.
love it.
It was a great idea. I mean, I like the 360 name to it because I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but it's so cool. The premise itself, I think you really have something there. And then they got numerous comedians you could have on there because they all have their different perspectives. They all have their different view takes on life, on comedy, different styles. I mean, you got clean comics, dirty comics. Comics take a bath. Comics don't take a bath. Comics, I mean, you got drug comics, no drug comics. You got a little bit of everything.
Some are funny, some aren't.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the fun part for me would be picking the comedians because the more different they are, the more content
And that's
you
actually
have.
what we got. So Cleto and Louis Montalvo, because they go way
back.
in the way back.
He was one of my
machine.
mentors.
They go way back. So they were talking, and I had Dees Casillas and Bill Williams on the other side who are newer, and they were just staring like they were seeing their future.
Oh,
Because there's this older man over here. I don't know if they thought it was awesome.
No, I think they were like, man, I might want to rethink this.
Crap.
I might want to rethink this. I don't think this is, I met Dees for the first time and Bill for the first time. And I didn't know them from anything, but they're funny. They were really
that was the
entertaining.
point to get.
Yeah,
to
that
get
was really
that
cool. We
up
get
and-
to, I got a chance. The highlight for me was meeting Dees and Bill. And that was a highlight because you want to, this is the next generation of comics coming up.
Right.
And you want to pass the baton to, not no scrub, but I mean, somebody knows what they're talking about and what they're saying. But these guys are pretty funny. And I was like, I can imagine their stand-up. Matter of fact, and I'm going to have them here performing at the.
What's their age group? Because you mentioned they were.
Deez is he's got to be in his 30s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Early 30s, late 20s?
That'll be nice
And
because
then
even
Bill
their
is probably
experience
in
is
his
different.
20s, late
No,
20s.
he's a little older.
Oh, is he
than
really?
that. He's got like 5 kids.
Oh, yeah, he's probably mid 30s.
Yeah, he's just aging gracefully. He's
He
got
is.
beautiful long hair.
Yeah, he's got great hair.
He's got the Jesus vibe.
Oh.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I was
so-
upset about that.
Yeah,
He had
well,
good hair.
You kind of felt like you had to watch what you said.
I did. Yeah,
Like Cleto kept crossing himself.
yeah. I was like, because I
He
felt
asked
like,
for confession
I
in
didn't
the
want to.
back.
I mean, it was like
Like
I
it's
did. I was like,
so-
he looked just. I mean, he had his hair like Christ, and
Mhm.
I was like, wow, the chosen, and it's really
The
crazy.
chosen.
Well, at one point, Cleto got upset and he was like, Jesus Christ. And Bill stood up.
Yeah, that
And,
It was interesting.
Right here. Right here.
He's like present.
I'm always with you, my child.
Aw.
so.
Oh.
Now, how can people get involved in this? But I guess you want to let them know where to go to watch and.
Well, we haven't got to that point
Okay.
yet.
It's just starting out.
We need 6 hours of programming, so that's where you come in.
Okay.
Easy.
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 What else?
6 hours.
May
We
not
got
be good, but it'll be content.
We
Exactly.
got that.
Content. Fill it. So we're going to start working on that, and it will be available on Roku Fire Stick, and also on iPhone.
Oh,
you can get
sweet.
the app.
Awesome.
And what's going to happen is if we have this Mi Familia show on the channel, it will have another air time. So you can watch it in the morning or in the evening. You'll be able to go back and go, I missed your show. It will not air until after the show. So we don't get people going, oh, I'd rather watch it on TV than, you know. It's like the mass on TV now that people just go, let's watch it on TV.
Yeah.
So we want to do that, of course, but you'll be able to watch it at another time.
That
If
is
you're at work
very
and it's on at 3,
exciting.
it
Yes.
might be on again at 7:00.
It's amazing to me how technology is just really, taking over in so many different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty soon there's not gonna be no comedians, just AI up there.
Well,
Yeah.
I
AI is.
don't know about AI. I don't.
It's scary.
Although
It's actually scary, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's while it's so productive, you got to think about those masterminds that are thinking about the devious ways to use it.
Mhm.
So, like, that's the next round of like, what's the bad stuff? Because have you seen those like impersonating people?
Mhm.
They're having like AI make it.
You
look
don't know
like
what's
it's
real
you.
anymore.
Yeah, it's
You don't
really
know what's real
crazy.
anymore.
no, you don't.
Even now.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna do a quick roll call. If you have any questions, for Rose Daniel, what's your next show besides here at Mi Familia?
Well, I'll be hosting the Bamboo Show on June 28th.
Okay.
So
That's a
come
free
out.
show, right?
The free show. The food is fantastic.
It is.
I know you have the food there, so
I
it's a
can
free
hear you.
show. Please come out. I know our headliner is Drew's Blues. I never say that
Drew's
right.
Blues, yes.
And Lacey Lansford. I don't know if you've ever
I know
seen
Lacey,
her.
yeah.
She's on vacation too. She's a
Lacey
band
is
director.
awesome. Lacey's good people.
So I've got Lacey on board, and I'm just looking for someone else.
That's
Are
wonderful. I'm
Are
on
you
board.
shoving me off?
No, not at all.
You're
No,
like,
not at all.
You're nice.
She's like, can you shut your pie hole?
No, no way.
Can you shut your pie
no
hole for
way,
a second,
no
Rose?
way.
I'm really trying to
I'm
get
just
my. I'm really trying to
here.
get Rose.
No.
She's like, Rose is like this. Rose like, lady, you just got here. Relax.
Sorry, Rose. I'm sorry, Rose.
I love it. She went, can you shut your pie hole? I'm trying to get this roll
And
call
she's
off the
standing
ground.
on my foot, my bad foot, with her heel. She is digging in
She
it.
wants you to see her $100 pedicure.
Okay.
I have 3 screws in my toe, by the way. So I'm screwed. That's why I can only wear shoes. I can only wear shoes,
Oh
so-
my gosh. Okay, let's do a quick roll call.
Okay. Pepe's watching.
Pepe.
Valerie says thank you. Oh gosh, I lost a lot.
Bye.
Bye, Rose. Thank you so
Thank you,
much
Rose
for
Daniel.
the
Everybody.
info.
Make sure to reach out to Rose Daniel. Check her out on our social media. It's called Three Screws Toes.
Okay. Pepe's watching. He says, morning. Hope everyone has a fantastic week.
Good morning, Pepe.
Valerie Romo's watching. She says, thank you, Lydia. Good morning, my sister says. Rose Daniel, good morning to Rose. My sister says. Valerie says, hola, Rose. And then my mom says, good morning, everyone. Wishing you a happy week.
Oh, we miss your mom and your parents.
Missed. Where are you guys?
Your parents, and then Valerie's sick, so we hope she gets well
I
soon.
know.
She got sick pretty bad.
I
Oh,
know, I heard.
My brother-in-law's watching on YouTube right now, so I want to give a shout out to Vince.
Mhm.
My brother-in-law, he said, good morning, fam. So-
Good morning. Okay, what am I missing here? How
No,
did you
that
see
was on YouTube. That was on YouTube. You don't have YouTube.
okay,
It's an extra cost. And
I can only see one outside.
all your money went to those feet.
That's right. No, but it was such a it's a bargain.
No, we're going to save that for later. Yeah, so we're going to save that for later. So we had, I'm trying to think of where we're at right now. So actually, you know what? Let's do that. We're going to bring in our movie guru. Let's bring in our movie guru.
Angel, it's been so long since I've been on with Angel.
Yeah, let's bring
Get in here,
in right
Angel.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
What movie have you seen? Which one are we talking?
Courtesy of Brad Smith and City Based Cinema, the best and only independent theater in town.
Absolutely.
I was able to see The Legend of the Karate Kid. Now, right now, there's somebody saying, wait a minute, that movie is actually called Karate Kid Legends. Except 2 things. Number 1, I think my title is better. And number 2,
You changed it?
yeah. And number 2,
Let me scoot up a
my
little bit,
title
Angel.
sounds like an actual Jackie Chan film.
Okay. Jeez. We already had this conversation. Now, hold on. Now, on that note, we got people on here watching.
Okay,
Tell me. Let's see who's right here.
I am.
Okay, we'll see. Let me ask you too, Margaret. 'cause
Okay,
you're on
I'm
this one.
so invested.
Let me Let me ask you: Are you familiar with the Rush Hour films?
Sort of.
Okay,
Not really.
do you know? Okay, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker on the Rush
Yes,
Hour.
yes,
You've
yes.
seen Rush Hour 1.
I'm sure. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, could Rush Hour be played with? How did I say it?
Okay, no, the way I said it was that you could have taken Chris Tucker out of the movie and put in any other black comedian,
As
and the
to where-
film still would have worked.
As to
You
where
could
I
have put in
said,
Cat Williams, you could have put in Bernie Mac, you could have put Queen Latifah in there, and nothing changes. But if you took Jackie Chan out of the movie does not work.
As to where I said, are you high?
Well, I think that there's just more.
Chris Tucker
more-
made that movie.
No, he
more
didn't.
of those.
Yes, he did.
I'm sorry, more comedian. There's not that many Asian
And
comedians.
that's what makes Jackie Chan so
But
great.
you're telling me
Without
Jet
Jackie
Li
Chan-
couldn't done that?
Nope. He doesn't have the comedic chops that Jackie Chan does.
Okay.
But I do think Chris Tucker, right? Chris Tucker.
It was a
I think
chemistry.
he has a personality that
Yes.
is not the same as like Bernie.
No, but what I'm saying is like you still could have put in anybody else in that role,
Okay,
and the
folks.
film would have kept.
I know what
right
you're
along.
saying. I get it. I do understand what you're saying, but I don't. I
Now
think
Jackie
that.
Chan, no one watches
But
that
I
movie.
think
Look,
no.
I would have watched it.
I wouldn't
Look,
have watched it.
Friday you had Chris Tucker in it. Jackie Chan
Oh, no,
wasn't in it.
Right, yeah, Friday is what made Chris Tucker Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
All right, that's what put him on the map. And ever since then, it's just been a disappointing film career
Oh my
all
God.
the way down. Like, say, I'll give him the
I mean,
Fifth
that's
Element.
true. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff. You're right.
I'll give him
Okay.
the Fifth Element. He was decent
Okay.
in the Fifth Element. After that, no.
He was in The Fifth Element.
Yeah, he was Ruby Road, the eccentric black radio host.
What? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was the only time. No, you know what? I forgot about that. He was also good in his 8 minutes of Jackie Chan. Not Jackie Chan, Jackie Brown.
Oh.
None
Yeah.
of these are movies that I.
Jackie Brown was the
Our
Tarantino.
producer, Madi, says her soul is always disturbed when she agrees with you.
See? There you go. But anyway, back to The Legend of the Karate Kid.
So Legend of the Karate Kid.
Was far more enjoyable than I thought it
Really?
was going to be. Here's number one. You do not have to watch Cobra Kai to enjoy this movie.
Okay.
Okay, because I didn't watch Cobra Kai and I was just able to keep rolling along. It helps if you saw the Jaden Smith, Jackie Chan Karate Kid.
Okay.
Because his character's in there. All right.
Is Jaden Smith in it?
No.
Okay.
They didn't bring him, thank God. And the kid they get to play, who would be the Karate Kid in this rendition, is excellent. Like the kid can move. He's very athletic and he can act.
Okay.
Like he's not like they didn't just get some random kid that can like I don't know if you remember Ernie Reyes.
Mm-mm.
He did Surf Ninjas, Three Ninjas, whatever ninjas.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But Ralph Macchio does come back in this movie.
Ralph Macchio does come back.
So did he? I didn't watch the Cobra Kai. Is he in Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Cobra Kai doesn't. Yeah, because Cobra
Yeah.
Kai is about Johnny Lawrence and
Ralph
Danny
Macchio
LaRusso.
picking up where they left off.
Oh, okay, I never
You
watched
ever
years
watch
it.
later.
Cobra Kai?
No.
Oh,
I
it's
didn't.
good. You gotta
It's
watch
good?
it. It's
Cobra
good.
Kai is
You'll like
ex-
it. If
I
you
saw
saw
the
if you like
first three
Karate
episodes.
Kids movies, you'll like Cobra
You'll
Kai.
like
So
Cobra Kai.
wait, we just rewatched the original Karate Kid with
Okay.
Ralph
Yes,
Macchio.
yes.
Like it was so good.
You'll like
and
it.
you know, and I
Just a little something about I find interesting now about Karate Kid now that being older. Like nobody gives Mama LaRussa any credit. She's a single mom that travels from New Jersey
that's
to California and works her butt off as her kid's being bullied
yeah.
to become, to get promoted within like 2 months of that. Like, Mama LaRusso, like, strong feminist icon up there. She was laying it down. I got to give her credit. And then you just never see her again. Like,
She never made anything.
I don't think she's in.
She
two
never
or
made anything
three.
of herself. She said no. That's it.
And not only that, I realized I'm now older than Mama LaRusso. Like, I used to be younger than Daniel
Okay, hold
LaRusso.
on.
Wait,
Don't go nowhere.
But I did have a little flashback of the crush that I had on Ralph Macchio. Like
You like
he
Ralph?
was so
You like
cute.
Ralph
How many
Macchio?
times
Yes.
did you see The Outsiders?
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I know.
Hold on.
He died.
Y'all,
That one.
don't go anywhere.
Spoiler alert.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with more of the movie guru, see how many halos he gives it. Don't go anywhere.
Spoiler alert on this.
Hey, if you're looking for a house and you're looking to get out of your house, we have the right person for you. Margaret Sandoval, our very own realtor. You want to give her a call. She works very, very hard to go ahead and find you the best deal you want. That you're looking for economy, if you're looking for, space, if you're looking for just a place of your own that you can just make brand new memories in, she's got you covered. All you have to do is give her a call. She will work day and night to make sure that you are satisfied with your purchase. Not only that, but do it at a highest standard, meaning finding you the most economical house and get you that's on the market today and get you the best deal. So give Margaret Sandoval a call today. She's waiting by the phone. Thanks. If you want the best movie experience, you have to go to City Base Cinema. It is my theater, and I want to invite each and every one of you to come on out. Not only they make you feel welcome, they treat you like family. Brad Smith and the crew really know how to do it right. If you want that state-of-the-art experience in a movie with the surround sound, you want to go to City Base Cinema. They got reclining chairs, right? I mean, you got a comfortable experience all the way through. Not to mention a full-on bar right when you walk in. As you're waiting for your movie, they got TVs so you can see a game or two. Also, they have a concession stand that you do not want to miss. It's like no other. They have your regular popcorn, nachos, and candy, but they also have barbacoa and Big Red, not to mention Takis, pizza, and corn dogs. So you want to make sure to get your snacks before, and a comfortable recliner and the state-of-the-art sound system. You are set. City Base Cinema. Don't go for your first time experience. If you have never been there, go check it out. It's my theater, and now it's yours. All right, and we are back, everybody. Mi Familia at the Rim. Make sure to come on down and grab yourself some of the delicious food they have here. We're going to be showcasing a little bit of it a little later on in the show. Right now, we have the movie guru, Angel Hernandez Rivera himself. Yep. He is actually he went to go see the Karate Kid. What's it called?
It's actually called Karate Kid Legends.
The Karate Kid
I just
Legends.
think it should have been called The Legend of the Karate Kid.
Now, with again, real quick, getting back to you and Ralph Macchio, that was like your little crush.
He was like the equivalent to Winnie Cooper, in my opinion.
Wow.
Like everyone likes Ralph Macchio.
Yeah,
I thought Winnie Cooper was cute. I didn't think she was super
cute.
Or like Phoebe Cates. Everybody likes Phoebe Cates.
Hello.
But Phoebe Cates is older than us. Like she was she's
well,
like a decade older than us. Whereas Winnie Cooper was about our age. And Ralph Macchio was like old enough to be your dad.
No.
Ralph Macchio, how old do you think he is?
Ralph Macchio
I have
was
no
like
idea.
Ralph Macchio was 20 in 1984.
Oh, that makes sense. So he would be like Phoebe Cates.
Yes.
Because I was young.
Because they were around the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, they were about, because I want to say Fast Times came out like one or 2 years
When you brought up yesterday in the chat with, what's her name, Diane Lane. Oh my God!
She was so beautiful in The Outsiders.
She
has aged very gracefully too.
She looked great in The Perfect Storm.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did. She's always been a very beautiful.
And Mark Wahlberg to be like, that guy's my age. He's like, imagine he had a shot with Diane Lane. You're like, heck yeah, Perfect Storm. I'll take it. Yep. Yeah, just for her.
No, she looks great in there.
Yeah,
I love her as Cherry Valley.
Now,
actually, I'm just now rereading The Outsiders.
What was that movie that she made?
You read it.
Well, I read it when I was like.
No, that's
10.
great.
You would be great book club. Yes, you would be.
You want to be part of the book club?
Sure, why not?
Yes, you would be perfect for the.
Then
book
after
club.
that, I'm reading about the history of the mafia families.
That's great.
You would have to tone down your everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
tone down everything. Everything here. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that here.
Everything you do.
You're very strongly opinionated. That's all.
Very strongly opinionated. Like that's why I think I love him and Marty in the same room together, because it's like Marty is so Maud.
I'm not Archie Bunker though.
But he's not Archie Bunker. No, he's more of a George Jefferson, if you will.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, he's more George
Jefferson.
And then she's Maud and he's Jefferson, and they, you know. Me, I'm just there. Hey, everybody.
Yeah,
I
you
just
ask questions.
I still
he's there with his
speaking of movies, I did see a movie.
Which was?
Have you seen it? Lilo and Stitch, the new one.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm surprised you haven't taken the kiddos.
Because there's 5 of them. You know how expensive that gets?
Well,
Even on $5
Hey,
Tuesdays?
City Bank, they have a $5 day.
Yeah, I know they have a $5
It's tomorrow.
That's still $25 plus $5 for each popcorn and soda. That's like $100 investment.
That's
So
true.
I want to go see a movie, the ballerina movie, and I was telling
I'm
him
seeing that tomorrow.
because I want to go see that. I might go see it with him because it's a John Wick film.
Ooh, I just watched John Wick last night.
Isn't that good?
The original.
I still got to see
John
3.
Wick 2
Oh, no,
is the
4.
best.
Yes.
John Wick 2 is the best of the series.
What's the one 4? I got to see that one.
4 is the one.
Well, I like the first one, so I watched that one over and over.
I'm trying to remember how 4. Like
2
there
is
isn't much
good.
about 4. 2
is so
amazing.
good.
I
Like,
didn't
John
even know
Wick's
there
good,
were 4.
But John
Yeah.
Wick 2 is excellent.
I've seen
Like,
it. I
it's
just don't
really
remember
I
it.
saw a thing that was behind the scenes, and it was interesting because they were showing a clip, and it was on YouTube. You know how you go chasing rabbits and all that stuff? And it was about Keanu Reeves, and I was watching this thing, the trailer for Ballerina, and then of course I wound up, and I don't know how I got on Ellen, and she's asking Keanu, we got a clip of Sandra Bullock saying she had a crush on you during Speed.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
And then Sandra Bullock's like, oh my God, I had a crush on him. And I go, did he even know? I go, no, I don't even think
On Keanu Reeves.
On Keanu Reeves.
Who
And then-
didn't have a crush
And
on him
Keanu
during
Reeves
that
comes
time?
on and he goes, did you know that she had a crush on you? He goes, no, I didn't. And he goes, and she obviously didn't know I had a crush on her. And I was like, wow. So, but then there's this part, and it's he's giving an interview for Speed, and Sandra Bullock comes and just starts kind of kissing him on the neck and everywhere. Like that, he goes, oh, hey. And he's like, and then he goes, oh, and he pulls back and he goes, so how are you? Nice outfit, nice girl. And she goes, oh, thanks. You know, I
That
gotta go
feels
now.
like rejection.
And, yeah, he goes, I gotta go. He goes, another day at work.
If
And I thought that was really cool.
If you want to see a funny one, you want to see it's Jennifer Lawrence on the red carpet, and I don't think it's the
with
Oscars,
Jack
it's one of
Nicholson?
those- with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
So,
What
'cause
happened?
You don't know who's hitting on who.
Yeah.
Like Nicholson's clearly
It was
hitting on her,
it was kind of
and
creepy. though.
Lawrence is
Jack
reciprocal.
Nicholson?
Yeah.
Yes, but here's the thing. Like,
She was starstruck.
yeah, she was completely starstruck. 'Cause
Okay.
At some point, he says something.
He goes,
you
oh, I
remind
thought
me
you
of an
remind me of an
ex-girlfriend.
ex-girlfriend.
And she goes, well, what about a new girlfriend?
And he goes, I thought about that.
That's a creepy
Yeah,
somebody.
I
I
know.
don't like
It
that.
was creepy.
it's funny though.
You're like, hold on, Gramps. I'm like in the
That's
girl.
not cute.
So, Karate Kid Legends, I'm gonna give 3 Halos,
3 Halos, okay.
which is high.
That is high.
Okay, well, I'm not the official guru here or anything, but I'm gonna give Lilo and Stitch 4 Halos.
4.
It was super cute. Minus the creepy, like alien, slimy, illustrated
Okay,
people.
And I'm no movie guru, but I'm gonna give Rush Hour all of them
What?
5
Anna?
Let me ask you
Halos.
this question
Okay,
just
the birthday
real
boy.
quick. Okay,
We
you know what? Let's
wanna-
bring David on.
Sorry,
Okay,
we
come
want
on in
to
here,
wish
sir.
a happy birthday.
Happy birthday
Come on
to
in.
the head man
Yes,
here.
that's
Happy
right.
Familia, the head chef himself.
Yep.
David,
So,
happy birthday, sir.
thank you. Happy birthday. He
From
makes the
Chi-Town.
best food,
Yes.
of course, and the most memorable arroz con
Arroz
leche
con
you've
leche.
ever had.
Out of this world.
Are
This
you
is the
having
man.
good plans today? What are you doing?
Working, and by the way, that's my life. My last 2 weeks.
What?
On the 18, I'm leaving.
Where are you
No.
going?
To the base. I'm going to work, cooking for them.
Oh,
Oh, well, we're gonna miss you.
gonna
Thank you so
miss
much for everything, man.
Oh,
You got now you gotta make a pot of that arroz before you
No,
leave.
it's your birthday.
I
No.
will make it something.
All right.
Oh,
We had to give him a shout out. Happy birthday, David.
Thank you, David, for always being here
Yes,
for us.
absolutely.
Oh, what a happy birthday. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
So here we go.
I
We're
just
gonna
wanted
get
him-
set up.
Thank you.
He's
Woo,
going to the
okay.
base, I
Oh
believe.
my goodness.
So
I have a feeling this was for Cleto.
yeah. Which one?
This one
Yeah,
that
I'm
I'm
sure.
coveting right now.
Yeah, this one's yours.
Oh, okay.
No, we'll switch.
No,
I'll switch.
No, Cleto, I got that one for her because she's not doing.
Oh, okay.
So look at this. Oh, I was hoping this was mine. Thank you. So this was fish tacos.
Yes.
Is that, yum.
Oh,
You got the
that's
coleslaw. It looks like it has queso fresco and white rice.
Poblano.
Poblano. So, hey, like a chile relleno.
Yes.
Poblano.
Thank you, Lord, for this meal. Bless this food we're about to receive, and let it be the nurture to our bodies. In Jesus' name.
Are you liking? You want to taste one of
Okay,
these?
there it is.
You want some of this?
There it is, Lynette.
Boy, put the
So Michael was enjoying. He just finished that once a while.
okay. Okay.
Now,
Is it good? Are we good?
Yeah.
so
You can when you pulled it out.
Yes.
the one thing that I was telling you is the poblano dinner. It's so good.
Spicy beef.
Stuffed with spicy beef, and then
The enchilada. Spanish
a lot of rice and beans. And man, it's got my nostrils going. Oh. I don't know how they get all these fries flavors to come together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like comino and spice and all that stuff. I couldn't tell you what name.
Well, it's like you follow a little recipe. Yeah, and all the ingredients. But I know what you're saying. Like, I think. But
Something like that.
But you know, if you cook Mexican food at home, you will see how laborious and different stages there is. You have to make the sauce, then you have to combine the ingredients, and you have to, prepare all the separate pieces. Like this chile relleno right now, if you try to get a recipe for that, it's very many stages of like steaming the thing and then skinning it and then dipping it and making the batter. Here you could just come in, order it,
Yeah,
straight to the table, ready.
it's right.
No trips to the grocery store.
That's right.
No cleanup.
You don't need
No
to do anything.
cleanup.
Come here and Mi Familia at the Rim.
Mhm.
They got some of the, and it's connected folks to the Riviera and Pico de Gallo and La Margarita downtown. So,
Mhm.
you already, if you're familiar with those, oh, I'll just get for her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got in the way.
She wants to see the plate.
Oh, it's delicious. Very, very delicious.
And that's probably what I'm going to probably get. But, what did I say? So I was saying that Margaret's husband made the best beans I ever had. And
Really?
I kid you not,
That's a huge compliment.
I just finished, I had 4 bowls of
You
beans.
still have beans?
Oh, I ate,
Are they still good?
I don't know, but I ate them.
What a compliment.
What's this?
What am I supposed to be doing?
Beans are only good for 3 days. I had them for 4.
Hmm.
I'm fine. Cisco Lanata said, good morning, Margaret.
Yes, good morning, Cisco. Okay, Valerie says Ralph Macchio is in his 60s. I had no idea. Rory's on. Good morning, Rory.
Good morning, Rory.
Good morning, Valerie. Romo says no sound. Thank you for that. Danny Hernandez says it's white. Quiet or white? I don't know what you meant. Valerie Romo says on now. Thank you. Oh, it's quiet. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. Cisco says perfect. We get to see Margaret and not listen to Cleto. I love that.
No, you know what I love? Let me tell you what I love. I love how my wife says, read Cisco's comment.
I love it.
I love
Thank you,
all of them.
Cisco. You're
Read Cisco's
amazing.
comment.
You're amazing. Why aren't you here in life? Why aren't you here in person? I mean.
That's my boy, Cisco.
Danny says, there it is. Now I can hear them. Yay. Michael Flores says, looks delicious. Rory says, miss y'all. We miss you too. Yeah,
Roy.
this is amazing. I am very, 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 very much happy with this.
So after you get $100 pedicure, this is what you want to treat yourself to. Like good, eat some good meal.
Yeah. Actually, they have food there too, so we just ate that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hummus and like
Stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay. This
Okay.
was way better.
So we're going to show you a quick flyer of Rose Daniels' show earlier. So you get a chance to check that out and subscribe to her new channel, our new network, and make sure, we want to make sure we get it full. We're going to be able to provide some content to help Rose out and myself. And I'm happy for this partnership. It's with Stephanie Chavez as well as Joe Chavez, and we're doing some good stuff. I love the fact that they got some. It's amazing these two. They just get some stuff and they start making it so happen. They went and got themselves. They run a ABA Texas Red Bulls basketball team, which, by the way,
How do you find enough time in the day, right?
These are the winners.
yeah,
These are the winners that squeeze every minute out of the day.
yeah, like a turnip,
Wow,
crazy.
that's incredible.
So they have, they're doing that, and they, on top of raising their kids and everything else, and they have a celebrity. What is the celebrity basketball game? 21st, and I found out that I'm gonna be part of that.
You're playing.
Be there because I can't play. I can't run. I wish I could. I miss it, but no,
They would
I
like
can't.
pick you last. The team.
You know what? I would show up in bowling shoes to make sure they didn't pick me at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's my first
You're at a
one.
slight disadvantage. Right?
I've been invited several times, but I haven't been able to go because I'm usually out of town. But this time I'm in town, and I told them I just can't play. But they're gonna play it to. It's funny because Stephanie. Speaking of Stephanie, she's so funny because what was it we were saying, Rose, about her? Like Stephanie is she's a businesswoman and she's very smart. But I asked her, a simple, hey, how many channels do you have? And then out of nowhere, it was kind of the equivalent to, hey, I like squirrels. What? Yeah. And then I was playing around with her, and she took it like a champ, and she's really cool. She's real sweet, and but she's real nice. And then I was telling her, I told her, I go, hey, thanks for playing along. She was like, I had to get she answered me like that. Not
I love it.
but it was like I look at her husband, I go, man, God bless you, bro. I feel you.
That sounds like
feel
me.
for you. Yeah.
That sounds like something I would do.
It's like, it's like, you think about it, marriage is marriage, right? And, you hear, oh, we're right at that. Okay, wow, let's do a quick, I'll save that for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, guys, it's time for a final thought.
Final thought. Congratulations, Gina Ortiz Jones. We have a new mayor, San Antonio. Happy to hear it. We have to keep moving on, just make different choices. And I'm so happy to be here today. I think Familia has always been such a wonderful, welcoming place for me. I hope you guys find your way over here today. This fish taco plate was phenomenal. We'll be back here on Wednesday.
I was going to ask her for some, but she ate it off.
I did. You have a lot of food.
I know, I do.
I'm just kidding.
I'm good. I'm all right. But
I was selfish of me. I'm sorry.
my final thoughts, I'm just glad Mark showed up. That was my final
Better
thought.
late than never,
Better late than
everybody.
never. I didn't know if she was coming in. And I get here and I'm like, it is Monday, right? Like last I heard, she was here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And now we got to get a new schedule. I got to get with you to find out what the new schedule is and
Yeah.
how long you can come because, I know you're busy too. And, but yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. Make sure to support Me Familia. We'll be here on Wednesdays, Mondays and Wednesdays, Lord willing. So if you guys get a chance, come on by on Wednesday, be part of our live audience, especially if you're taking it easy for the summer. Again, it's hot outside. Make sure to stay cool. And we will see you guys hopefully mañana. If not, we'll see you on Wednesday. All right, guys. God bless. Take care.
Have a great day.
Bye.